Here with men's hockey coach Bill Moore. Coach, I guess a good news, bad news weekend for you guys against St. Thomas. A nice win on Friday night, and then St. Thomas took the second game 6-2. From your perspective, talk about the weekend against the Tommies.
I guess I was pretty happy with it. We worked really hard. We played much better in the defensive end, so that part of it worked out really well. Saturday they got up on us quickly, and then we started to battle back, and even in the third period we came and we were, got it back to 4-2, and we were kind of in control at the beginning, and then they got a couple of power play goals, and that was, I think, the key on Saturday, is that our penalty killing let us down. We gave up 4 power play goals, and we hadn't given up a power play goal in 5 games up till that point, and we give up 4 in 1 game, so that was disappointing. But the guys worked hard. We took a split with the conference leaders, so that's what we got to be. If we want to be a conference leader, we got to beat the teams that are at the top.
We've talked so many times about the play of Marty Gruss or Bob Kinney, and really in the weekend, Marty really stepped up. It was probably one of the games that he's really stepped up and made his presence be known. He had a couple of goals on Friday and an assist on Saturday. I know you've done it in the past, but talk a little bit about what Marty brings to this team.
Well, the big thing is he has so much skill, so much speed, and he's strong. I mean, he's a typical type player that could play at the next level because he has enough skill and strength to play at the pro level, and when he can get his feet moving and get around those defensemen, he can dominate. And
then a name we haven't talked about this season. Talk a little bit about the play of Jake Hebda. I know he really came up big on Friday night, 45 saves and 20 of those in the third period. One of the key reasons for that 4-3 win on Friday.
No doubt about it. I think that everybody was playing hard, and St. Thomas came after us in the third period pretty strong, and we had a couple of penalties to give them power play opportunities, and Jake just made some phenomenal saves to keep us in the game. And I think the biggest thing that I liked is Jake gave us the opportunity to win, and when St. Thomas tied it, we didn't keel over and die. We came back and got the game winner with a couple minutes left in the game to win it. So Jake gave us that opportunity, and then fortunately for us, our guys came through. I think it was Albergo that scored the game winner, and it was a big win for us.
And it seems like the last couple of years now that the tide has kind of changed a little bit. You mentioned St. Thomas comes back and ties it, and you guys don't hang your heads, or you don't say, "Oh no, here we go." You guys find a way to win those games, and it really, the last couple of years, that's what you guys have been doing to make yourselves successful. Is you're playing from opening faceoff to the final buzzer.
Yeah, and I think last year when we beat them in the shootout gave us a lot of confidence as well, and I think the guys just have that mindset that they can be champions if they do the things properly. We may not be the absolute most talented team in the conference, but if we work hard and win the third periods, a lot of times it's going to give us that opportunity to be there.
The quirky schedule you guys have now, that big weekend against St. Thomas. Now you step out of conference play this weekend. You've got Stevens Point and Stout here at St. Mary's. Stevens Point ranked 4th in the country right now, so that's going to be a huge test for you. Talk a little bit about this weekend and what the keys are going to be for the Cardinals.
Well, I think the biggest thing this weekend is we want to get better. I think that we've made some improvements in our defensive end, and we know we're going to score goals. That's not even an option. I mean, we don't even need to worry about that. The goals are going to come. But if we can continue to improve, and we want to use this weekend as more improvement in that area, so that when we get into those last 8 conference games that we're ready to go and we can compete for the championship.
Doesn't it seem kind of funny to be saying the last 8 conference games? It seems like we were just on this video talking about your season opener, and
yeah.
Here you've basically got 10 games left in the season. How important are these 2 games to kind of step out of conference play and maybe recharge the batteries, so to speak, as you get ready for that stretch run?
Well, I think it's a huge thing because, one, we've got a little bit of momentum right now, and we don't want that momentum to drop off. So we want to continue to build, and last year we had a good winning streak at the end of the season, and we need to do the same thing. So the momentum building is the major thing, and making sure that guys believe in the system, making sure that they're doing the right things. So this is a big weekend for us, and we're excited to play top teams in the country, and we'll be very excited to play Stout as well, and it's going to be a good weekend.
Stevens Point on Friday, UW Stout on Saturday, both games 7 o'clock here at St. Mary's. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you kindly.